What
For
are
sure.
some things that you're super excited about talking about these days?
So I'm super excited about addictions when it comes to food addictions and sugar addiction specifically, because it does exist, right? I had someone recently who she didn't use the word right away. She was explaining to me that she has a hard time saying no to sugary things. If she has something with sugar in it, she can't stop.
Hmm.
She tries not to go out anymore socially because she just can't control this. And she went to her doctor, and her doctor didn't believe her. And so I came up, I just certainly in my position, it's completely non-diagnostic,
Hmm.
but I can't, actually can't remember who said it first, but one of us said the word sugar addiction, and I
Hmm.
validated that. And there was this huge pause and silence. And she said, I can't believe you believe me,
Hmm.
right? Because this is not something that's necessarily recognized as an addiction per se.
Hmm.
But sugar is a drug.
Hmm.
And there are different mechanisms by which people can find themselves in a position of sugar addiction
Hmm.
and food addiction. So we look at, like any other addiction, right? We look at what are the behaviors that they're hoping to change, right? How is this affecting them? Like, where are their goals with this? But with what I found over the years with sugar addiction, especially when a client says, I don't know what's wrong with me, I can't stop. I
Hmm.
can't stop. If you offer me a brownie, I will eat the entire tray. So I can't have one,
Hmm.
right? And so we hear this, I certainly hear this more and more with different examples, different foods. And so that's something that I get very excited about just because I know that there is help. I know that there's
Hmm.
hope for the situation. And there are, from what I've found, three main causes um, that can put a person in this position. And
Hmm.
so it's a very exciting conversation because there is such a sense of relief on the client side. Not only has someone believed them, right? But
Hmm.
now there's strategies, there's hope, there's encouragement, and a way to get better. So that to me is very exciting.
Hmm. What are those three things, if you don't mind jumping into it a little bit?
No, for sure. So the most common, what I find, is going to be any kind of issue, and this is a big topic now for sure, with the microbiome, with gut health. So any dysbiosis, any kind of imbalance in the gut
Hmm.
can very much show up as a sugar cravings. Okay, because when we have very simply, we need all these healthy bacteria in us, right? We have, I
Hmm.
think they'd say, about 3 pounds of bacteria in us that are very busy working for us, processing food, making vitamins, doing all these, making neurotransmitters for the brain,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Serotonin, for example. So lots of really, really good things. So we have these healthy bacteria, and we also have the pathogens. Now, the pathogens should remain lower in number. We're going to have them, but they shouldn't have such a big role. And when we see an imbalance, or when there is an imbalance due to any kind of lifestyle factors, of which there are many, and the pathogens increase in number, they feed off sugar.
Hmm.
Okay, they will do anything, and they'll make us do anything to get that sugar.
Hmm.
So once we talk about it, this is the most common scenario that I see on a regular basis, that there is some kind of gut dysbiosis. And this is, I see through forms that clients fill out.
Hmm.
Again, it's non-diagnostic. I don't walk away. There's no, say, okay, you're suffering from X, Y, or Z. Like, not at
Hmm.
all. What are the symptoms that you'd like to alleviate? And that's sort of where we go with
Hmm.
it. So gut dysbiosis is going to cause big time cravings for sugar. Stress, as we've just been talking about. So when there is chronic stress,
Hmm.
then we have people finding themselves in a state of sugar dependence.
Hmm.
Okay. And depression as well, depression and anxiety, because sugar is going to give someone initially a sense of like what serotonin might do. So we just
Hmm.
feel a little bit better, have a little energy boost, just feel good before the crash, potentially
Hmm.
with the sugar. So those are the main things that I see with the clients.